Hello everyone and welcome to another episode of Darksiders 2. As I told you guys in episode 13, I was rethinking what to do with this particular series because I just felt it wasn't kind of working out. So I decided to switch to a post-commentary type of deal for this particular game. And I'll tell you guys some more about it after this little bit of dialogue that we got here right at the start.
What brings you before me?
I believe you were looking for something.
Oh, Splinterbone! You found it! I don't know what to say.
I leave you to your work, Alice.
Should you come this way again, you may find items of even greater power.
Yeah, I decided to switch this over to post-commentary because it allows me to do all the experimentation I want without necessarily having to comment on it, because I mean, sometimes I would just be doing stuff that was not that interesting for you to watch, but it was kind of interesting for me to do. So switching to a post-commentary style allows me to cut through all of that.
So the time has come.
Tell me about the Foundry.
It's a holy site where soul is fused with stone.
Doesn't look so holy from here.
The darkness has spared little in our realm. Even the Foundry is a place of magic. It is strong, and with your help we will claim it once more.
What became of the other wardens?
In my dreams I felt many of my brothers, but only one still called Aura, a warden most ancient. Soul still haunts me, though his stone is lost.
So yeah, this particular warden over here is going to rebuild the bridge for us and send us over to the Foundry. But as I was saying, the post-commentary style for this particular series I feel is going to bring me a lot of advantages. It's also going to let me guide you guys through the boss fights instead of...
It is not safe here, for flesh shorn for stone. There is no shame in turning back.
No point either.
You heard the warden. It's not safe to go alone. You need my help.
Yeah, the warden, well, not really the warden, the initiative came from Karn himself. Karn revealing to be a true dwarf, just basically saying, look, I don't give a damn, I'm coming. I don't care if you like it, I don't care if you don't. So yeah, that's kind of a positive thing. But getting back to what I was saying with the commentary, I mean, it's kind of hard to commentate this this initial part of this video, but I already knew it was going to be, because I knew that there was a lot of dialogue right at the start. But anyways, like I said, I'm switching it up to post-commentary style. Allows me to skip through a lot of the experimentation, so you guys will see several cuts that I've done to make sure that the action stays a little bit more linear. Cut down on a lot of the exploration that I usually tend to do, only leave behind some of the exploration that I find necessary. So this is the entry to the Foundry where we are right now, and in this location we're supposed to go and awaken the old warrior, if I'm not mistaken, which is the massive warden type construct that they've built to go ahead and help us out destroying the corruption that allows us to get to the Tree of Life. Now here in the Foundry, as soon as I got in here, I was like, I want this hammer, this one right here. I know it's a little big, but I still want it. I mean, that was my first thought. I was like, man, this hammer looks awesome, it looks amazing. So obviously still going to leave in a couple of parts where I'm just breaking through stuff. Here, as you can see, it is locked down, but the reason I left this particular part in is because remember that particular section, because you will see me come out of there further up into the video, or maybe in the next episode or something. I'm not exactly sure how long the episodes are going to be for this particular series.
Right, I've got you.
Now for this section over here, you're going to have multiple sections where Karn is going to throw you, which I thought was a cool little mechanic, because he is a big-ass dwarf, so he has a lot of strength and whatnot, and yeah. And here I had to do a little bit of experimentation before I actually got this particular jump right. But then I saw this little stick that you got beneath it, so it's pretty simple actually, just jumping on this thing. And once again, the platforming of this game is really, really well done. I find it really, really always a lot of fun to experiment, play around, jump through walls. But most importantly is the ambience. And now you guys can really appreciate it, hopefully a lot more than you were able to previously, simply because now it is full 1080p because of the card that you guys helped me to purchase, which was just amazing. And now I can record just about anything in true HD, so I hope you guys can tell the difference, because me personally, I think the game looks gorgeous like this. But that's just my opinion. I guess I'm kind of biased on it. Now here we opened up that particular lever over there, and then we came in for the chest. We're going to be grabbing as many chests as possible. It's just one of those completionist things. Now here I messed up. Had to do a little bit of inventory management, because my inventory was pretty much full. But that is one of the advantages of post-commentary. I can also cut all that stuff that doesn't really matter all that much, like me fiddling around through the inventory. Doesn't really matter all that much, so I just cut all that stuff out. Now, these doors have a particular mechanic that you have to open them, and after you open them, you can actually get Karn. Well, you don't really have to do anything. Karn does everything automatically, but you'll see. Basically, you put this down, it's going to open 2 doors, and Karn's going to run in,
Get the door.
and he's going to pick up one of the doors, basically, which will allow you to go on to the other side. And in this particular section, there's nothing special to do here, so you do want to get to the other side of this particular room as fast as possible. As you see, I did a lot of exploration before I actually went in, which meant that I had to cut it down. And after you get in, Karn lets the door go, and you guys are on your way. And this is the warden that I was telling you guys about, the big one. I think he's called the Warrior or something? The Guardian, yeah.
That's the Guardian, Rider. And if you would get to the tree, we will have to wake that beast.
And then what?
The Guardian will do what it was meant to. Destroy the corruption blocking the tree.
But it looks finished. Why does it just stand there?
The body is finished, aye. But as it stands, it is no more than dead stone. To give life to the stone, we must give it the essence of a maker's heart. 3 of them for a beast this large.
And how do we do that?
These heart stones were finished, along with the Guardian, but never married to the stone. They're all in the temple. We need only look to find them.
Then let's go.
And now off we go into finding the 3 stones of the Maker's Hearts, and that will allow us to resurrect this particular Guardian. Here we got a couple of enemies. I'm still kind of getting back into the swing of the combat, so to speak. Because again, I play this game with big intervals, because I have to record, you know, Dark Souls and a lot of other stuff to give you guys, because I know what you guys want. You guys want some more of that Dark Souls. But I'm still, it's like, it almost seems that every single time that I'm playing the game, I'm getting used to the combat, though, which is not such an amazing feeling, so to speak. Whereas with Dark Souls, I pretty much have mastered the combat such a long time ago. With this game, I keep mastering it and remastering it. Even though this one is a bit more arcadey and not as precise as Dark Souls combat, it is still a very satisfying and rewarding combat system, in my opinion. Because a lot of people will say, oh, I just mash buttons and whatever and destroy everything. But then again, those people aren't really playing in apocalyptic difficulty. Now, are they? Because if they are, I'm pretty sure they'd better start getting mastery of that dodge. Now, as you can see, once again, Karn is going to pick us up and toss us over into another section. We got a couple of more puzzles to do in this particular area, but as always, as soon as I get to a section where there's vases, I just break everything down, get a whole bunch of gold. I don't even use the gold, if I'm to be completely honest. I just use loot that I pick up. I don't think I've actually ever bought an item, And I don't even usually tend to sell some of the items because I like leaving items behind to feed my possessed sites. Now here I actually made a mistake, as you guys can see, because I jumped straight to the pool and I forgot, oh, there's bosses there, and then I'm just trying to get there, but there's no way out. It's like, you're in the pool, my man. Time to go down. And now as I go down, I just reminded myself that it's just, this game has a really cool underwater system. It's not awkward like in many other games, even though the control could be a little bit better because it uses, I'm using the PlayStation controller, so it uses triangle to go down and X to go up. Just kind of awkward. I would prefer to aim the camera to where I want to go and just swim in that direction. Here we pick up another one of those things that's going to allow us to trade stuff with Vulgrim. Actually, at some point, I have to try trading stuff with Vulgrim and see what he can actually give me, because I've been picking these things up and I have not been using them at all. Now, when I get to new rooms, you'll often see me look around because I'm actually looking instantly for a solution or a secret, because this game has a lot of puzzling elements in it. It has really great combat, but also has a lot of puzzling elements, which always leave me wondering, should I go this direction? Should I really do this? Should I really do that? Should I do something else? I don't know. But yeah, I think it's nicely made. I mean, it's just always, to me, it's always a great experience playing this game, which is why I want to share it with you guys so badly. As you can see, once again, going straight for the chest. I'm always hunting the chest. As soon as I see a chest on my minimap, I'm looking for it instantly, even if I do some exploring in other directions. And as you can see here, we get to the chest, and this thing allows us to cross over to the other side. And on this particular side, it's actually going to take us to the section of the map that we want to go, so it's actually a pretty decent way of doing it. As you guys can see here, as usual, my curious nature, always exploring, always exploring. I'm like, ooh, what the hell? Where am I supposed to go? Ooh, looks like there's a ledge over there. I'm gonna get stuck in this rock and whoops, wait. Here we go. Running up through the walls, and I'm like, oh, I'm in a different section than I was expecting, but this works. Now, this particular ball here glitched like hell for me. I don't know exactly what happened with it, but it glitched a lot. Like, I'm trying to push it, and it's just not working. And I'm just like, what the hell's going on? And now it goes through Karn, which is even weirder. I was just like, whoa, Karn, what the hell? As he's complaining because he just wants to let go of the door, and I'm just like, okay, fine. Now, if you guys remember, when we were in the water back there, we actually saw a one of those golem things. Now, I was trying to push it all the way up, and then I realized, okay, I see what you want me to do. They want you to do the special shove thing, where basically you push this thing really, really hard, and it just flies off. Where basically you throw it. In reality, you push it just really hard, but it's like a throw. There. That's going to be opening up this particular section and bringing us that golem that I was talking about. You guys saw this under the water. And once again, we're going to be riding golems like we did in the... not sure if we did that in the last episode. No, not in the last episode, but in the one before it. We rode a whole bunch of golems. And I was like, oh, but now I know that golems have a melee attack. Boom! Just smash everything. I'm not sure if the golem is invincible, but if it is in the sections that you have the golem, stuff just gets really, really easy. I mean, seriously, there's nothing they can do to even touch me. I'm just smashing through everything. It makes no difference whatever they try to do. And once again, I have to say that the music is really on the spot. I love dynamic music that changes as you... basically, as you, depending on the actions that you're performing in the game, it's always nice. And I mean, smashing stuff with a big ass golem just speaks to me like nothing else. Let's be honest here. Now I was just trying to figure out, so where exactly did they expect me to take this golem? Aha! I see some yellow stuff over here. I got an idea. How about I go through here? Oh yeah, I almost forgot. There was as you can see there, there's a couple of yellow stuff up there, which usually is blocking either your path or blocking a treasure or something. Tends to happen quite a bit. Now, something that I also tend to do is when I see that there's a potion there and my health is not full, I just use a potion and pick up that potion, because you have a limit of 5 potions of each that you can carry, at least at the point in the game where I'm at. I'm not sure if they're going to allow you to upgrade that, but it does get annoying. But anyways, that thing's exploded, so now let's get out of the golem, step it up, go up this wall, and pop open the chest. Why, thank you very much, good sir. You are most kind. Blasting through a couple of vases, and yeah. Basically, we're going to be progressing through the map a little bit more, and I wanted to talk some more about the objectives I actually have for this series. I mean, this is a great series in my opinion, the Darksiders 2 thing, and I know that there's a lot of people that want to watch it, but I mean, I got to keep some kind of objectives to the series that I put on my channel. Because if you don't have objectives, basically what happens is sometimes you'll end up doing completely useless videos that nobody really watches. And even if just a small percentage of people watch them, I mean, that's not really what's going to take me to be more successful in YouTube. And I realize that a lot of you guys don't really care that much about views, because I mean, we've talked about this in the past, but I mean, it's just, again, it seems that I'm repeating myself because I've said this in previous videos. It is important for me to get a certain amount of views, otherwise stuff just doesn't work out for me as much as I would like to. So here I'm mounting this chain and just looking around, inspecting, see what's going on in this particular section. As you can see, there's a little grapple point there that I've been identifying these grapple points as I go through the game, and whenever I see one, I'm just like, why don't I have the damn grip thing yet? Then I'm looking at this wall and I'm like, probably have to go through here because there's no other way to go above. Once again, looking at the life grip thing, just wondering if there's some way I can jump into that wall on the left and do a wall run, but it's just too far away. So the only real path that I can take for now is this particular wall. And now that I've learned how to jump back, go ahead, do this, jump back once again, and jump back to the next one. If the controls will obey me, thank you very much, good sir. You are most kind. And now going up to the door. Open sesame. I was just looking because it seemed like there was a treasure there, but that's the treasure that's actually below us that is only achievable with the grip thing. I'm not sure if is it called Death Grip. Not exactly sure. It should be called Death Grip, considering the name of your character. Now here we're going to be doing some more wall crawling. Once we're done with that, open up this door, and that will lead us to a section that's got a badass boss inside of it. Now they start you off with just a couple of mobs here, but pretty soon we're going to have well, it's not really a boss per se. I mean, it's like a mini boss, whatever you want to call it. But I had some issues in this particular section. I actually had to redo it a couple of times, mostly because apparently my redemption gun was not activated. And if you guys remember the last couple of episodes, I was actually, I mean, not the last couple of episodes, but for quite some time now, I have actually been using the redemption gun as my main wrath generator. In case you guys aren't aware, that's actually a really efficient technique, which you guys will see me use here. Now, using dodges when you're playing the Apocalyptic version is essential. Your fight positioning is damn essential, even though the combat is really chaotic, as opposed to something like, let's say, Dark Souls, where you can be a lot more precise with your parries and with all that kind of stuff. And here, it's a little bit more hectic. There's still a lot of room for dodging, and that's actually something I got since my Demon Souls days. It really developed my dodging skills for all games. Now, this Corrupted Construct champion actually became a problem. Now, as you can see in this try, I have my gun, and I'm using it to great effect because I'm basically generating wrath. Look at the amount of wrath that thing generates. Then it lets me just go ahead, charge through, use my special, which I don't even remember, it's called Teleport Slash. It lets me use Teleport Slash. I slash through him constantly, granting me additional health. But it's all about generating that wrath. Look at the wrath those shots generate. As long as it's making damage, at least I think it needs to make damage, because if I remember in one of the episodes, I was actually using Redemption, but I wasn't making enough damage to gain Wrath from it. But on this guy, we're actually doing quite a bit of damage, which regenerates our Wrath pretty effectively. And with this kind of Wrath regeneration, it's pretty simple to just kill this guy. You just keep dancing around with Teleport Slash, and there's not a whole lot he can really do. You dodge, Teleport Slash, dodge, Teleport Slash, and I mean, that is the most efficient way that I've found to kill most of these mini-bosses and stuff that basically threaten you. Even though it doesn't always work, as you guys will see either in future episodes or further up in this particular episode. So yeah, here is the key that's going to open up the door that you guys saw earlier. Skeleton key. These orange keys are used to open doors. Blah, 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 blah. Here I'm going to try and jump back onto the chain and go back. There we go. Unfortunately, still no death grip ability thing, which kind of puts me in a really bad mood again. And I'm just looking to see if there's any other way to get to that chest, but there's just no way. I mean, I can look around all I want, but there is just no way to get to that chest, which is, again, it really ticks me off because I know that I'm going to have to come back to this particular section, just like I know that I'm going to have to go back to several other sections in the game. Now, I have no idea why Karn said that, because he immediately followed me after, but open sesame, if you'll excuse me. Thank you very much, good sir. And now let's move onward through the level. By the way, I've had a couple of graphical lags every now and then. I don't know exactly what's causing those, but I guess it's the simple fact that I wasn't running the game at 1080p and I had everything maxed out, and my GPU is getting quite old, so I'm also working on trying to upgrade that eventually, trying to look for a good deal. So yeah. So here I was just wondering, if I had the grip thing, I could probably grab that bomb and nuke the crap out of that yellow stuff. And lo and behold, another hold for death grip. And obviously Karn over there setting himself up to throw you across the thing, since we do not have death grip yet. However, as you can tell, there's going to be no Karn on this side, so this is probably where we're going to be getting death grip. So we obviously start off with the combat. As you can see, me once again just now getting used to the redemption. And I'm also now trying out combos with the heavy weapons. Also, I really love the finishing, even though I don't use them nearly as enough as I should, simply because I seem to take stuff down so fast because of those possessed sites that I upgrade at the start of the playthrough, that, I mean, it just doesn't make any sense sometimes that I don't get enough executes. Now here we get, what is this, another key? Oh no, this is the dungeon map. Here we get the dungeon map, shows you the location of all the treasures and all the stuff. You actually could not jump down there because you would die. And this is when I turn back and just decide, okay, time to open the door, because I did a lot of exploring before I actually got here. I didn't even remember myself what these things were, but it's basically just smash them down, and there we go, death grip. Pretty please, give me death grip. May I please have some death grip? I want a death grip stuff. And I have to say that in combat of smaller mobs, death grip is a little bit overpowered. Yeah, it is called death grip. Good stuff, because I've been calling it death grip for quite some time now. But I have to say that death grip feels a little bit overpowered when it comes to grabbing smaller things. I'm not exactly sure how they plan on balancing that, but you guys will see in a couple of seconds here. As you can see, I threw myself down on purpose because there was a grip point over here. And this is when I actually tried death grip in combat. And it just basically stuns your enemies, and you can use it like non-stop. As you could see there, the guy was about to hit me. Just death grip him, keep death gripping him. It is ridiculously overpowered, even though I'm not really using it all that much for combat throughout the rest of these episodes that I just recorded. But I could definitely tell it feels a little bit too powerful, and it feels like it's going to make combat overly simplistic. It's just, oh, I'm in trouble, death grip. And it stuns stuff, unless it's a really big monster, in which case what's going to happen is exactly the opposite. Now I can also use this thing to grapple myself through walls and whatnot, so it's basically a new platforming a new platforming tool for you to use as you're navigating the map. And it's obviously going to get you to some really inaccessible places. So there we got a page from the Book of the Dead, which is something that, again, we need to collect for Vulgrim if we want to unlock every single thing there's to unlock in this game. And here we can use Death Grip to fly across the chasm that we had there. And now, obviously, as soon as I get out, I'm just remembering myself, wait a second, there's a chest here, some yellow stuff in that chest that I was thinking, if I had Death Grip, oh yeah. Boop, there you go. Thank you very much. I will be taking your treasure now. You are most kind, good sir. Most kind indeed. Breaking through everything. Sadly, I did not get anything that could replace my my ascended. Is that what they call them? Possessed. My possessed scythes. Simply because it seems that possessed items are, like a lot of you guys told me in the very first episodes, possessed items are just the bomb for this game. Because I mean, my possessed scythes, I've been playing with them for quite a couple of episodes and nothing has come close to them. Not even close. As you can see, once again, using the Death Grip instantly. I think here I was actually going for the pistol, but ended up using the Death Grip. Now I'm starting to use the charged heavy attacks more and more, simply because they are a lot more effective. Now, we killed those two monsters that just spawned there. I have no idea why they just spawned there, two random monsters. And then I just remind myself, ooh, there was a Death Grip point here. I remember. Now, if you'll excuse me, good sir, I will be taking that chest from your hands. Mount the chain, pretty please. Sometimes I kind of just forget the buttons because, once again, I mean, it's a game that I take long breaks from, unfortunately. I feel like I just want to play through the whole thing, but I need to do post-commentary for it. At least I hope that post-commentary will be more successful. Here, as you can see, jump through, grab the ring thing that's there, the grapple point, so to speak, and then you can just go back and jump onto the chain if you don't fail like I did. But luckily it basically spawned me in the location that I wanted to go to begin with. So yeah, now we're going to be progressing because now we have the Death Grip, and that is going to allow us to do a lot more neat stuff. Now it seems that Karn was guiding us to this section. I honestly don't even remember why, but I just did a lot of exploring and then just came back to the Warden Room, where we then proceeded on to this particular section that I found on the map. And this is what we actually had to do, because we could now grab on to that explosive thing that you see in the wall and activate the lever that would take us to the very first Heartstone. Which, as you can see over there, Death Grip can be used to go ahead and pick up this thing. Whoop. Excuse me. Thank you very much, good sir. I will throw this bomb. Oops. Messed up there. But anyways, that is going to be it for this particular episode of Darksiders 2. Hope you guys are enjoying the series. And yeah, I mean, just retweet if you're really interested in this series, because I expect to get a little bit more bang for my buck with this particular series. Otherwise, I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to keep it up. So thank you very much for watching, and I will see you guys in the next one.